Afrobeat 99.9 FM. It is the midday show, Toolz and Nadine on your radio. That song that you just heard was Dimension, a huge song for the summer, I think. JAE5, Skepta, and Rema. And guess we have in the building? JAE5, what's up?
AKA Jonathan Mensa, right?
Hi, already.
So fancy.
Yes, man.
Already. Thank you guys for having me. How are you
Had
guys?
to find your government name. Anyways, welcome. This isn't your first time in Nigeria, is it?
It is my first time.
Oh, wow.
It is. Oh, with all the Nigerians you work with,
Yeah.
nobody's ever dragged you here before.
They've actually told me take time, wait for me to get there and then go. And then I just like, I need to go. So I've
Okay.
been waiting for like artists like Burner or Wizard, like, yo, when I'm there, come with me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Burner's in Lagos, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in Lagos
Yeah,
now, but
yeah.
I'll
Okay.
link him on the weekend or something.
How are you enjoying it?
I like it, I like it. I like the pace of Nigeria.
Yeah.
There's hustle in the air. Like, I like it.
Yes. Hustle is very much in the air. All right. So you're here. Are you working on a particular project, or you're just here to see what's going on in Nigeria?
I'm here to just vibes with people. So
Okay.
with artists that I just think are talented in general.
Okay.
yeah.
So this is like a work /
Yeah.
tourist /
Yeah.
All right. So over the last sort of few years, you've produced like some of the biggest. What do you guys? What do we call it? Because there's Afrobeat, there's Afrobeats. So I consider Afrobeats like a lot of the music from African-based artists that obviously then goes out. But
That's over, yeah.
what do we actually call music from UK-based like African artists? Is that still Afrobeats?
I think it's still Afrobeats. People try and call it Afro swing or
Yeah.
they give it names, but I still think it's just Afrobeats from UK artists. I guess.
Okay. All right. One of the biggest songs that you produced, Location.
Yeah.
That was such a jam. Still is such a jam. And you of course worked with Jhus
Yeah. A lot.
for his album. He was here. Jhus
Yeah.
he was here a few years ago, and
Yeah.
he was actually such a sweetheart. Because honestly, I was like, oh my gosh.
What did you expect?
I was like, I don't know. I was a little bit apprehensive, but he was actually really, really nice.
Okay.
So everybody's kind of coming apart from you. I mean, you're here now, but you're a little bit late.
Yeah.
You're a little bit late.
I know. I this is new to me. I don't do a lot of interviews and cameras and stuff. I'm
Okay.
a producer. I'm behind the scenes. So
Guys, when you're watching this, make sure you check out his bling. He's blinding us with the
As
bling
in,
now.
give us some chest,
As in-
some cleavage.
they tell you that when you're in traffic, button up your shirt.
As in,
we've got someone in the car for that.
Somebody told you that, right?
No, we've got someone in the car.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So tell us how you got started in the music industry. How did you decide that you were actually going to produce and not, decide to be an artist yourself, like full on stage, everything artist?
I just didn't have the confidence to be an artist. I don't think I'm the person that was gonna get on stage and rap. And also, when I first started doing music, having an African accent wasn't the coolest thing. Everyone wanted to sound American.
Jamaican.
Yeah. So at that time, I was just like, I can't rap. My accent is not letting me be a rapper. So making beats was the next best thing. And I got to a point where I was decent at that, or I was better at that than rapping. So it's just a natural progression, I guess.
What do you think about producers, people that start off as producers and then they, decide, okay, I want to be in the limelight now. Like Omale is, he used to be a producer for a while, and I mean he's killing it now.
Yeah.
So do you think just do whatever makes you feel good?
Yeah, do what makes you feel good. I feel like most of the producers I've worked with actually are very good artists. There's reasons that they don't want to be artists, but most producers are very good with melodies and singing and stuff like that. So I think it works for a lot of people, like Pharrell and a lot of the big producers. It's a natural progression for them.
would you ever try it?
No, I've not got there yet. I might, but I've just not there yet.
You got the look.
As in,
I mean, you've got the
looking
look for
clean.
Thank you. Trying small.
Yeah, you got the look for it. All right. So, what has been your favorite song that you produced so far?
Jhus Must Be. That's my favorite song that I've produced.
Why is that your favorite?
It sounds simple, but it's extremely complicated. And to make it work, to be able to get those live elements to work with the computerized sounds, I was proud of myself. So that's my favorite.
And which song did you? You did the beat. You had the artists come in, and they did whatever they had to do, and you guys left the studio thinking, oh, that was decent, and then it went on to be like massive. Which song was that?
Never had that. If we leave the studio and something's decent or it's just decent, it will never come off my computer.
But what are you? But do you, when you guys in the studio, do you always think, oh my gosh, that is a hit, or do you kind of think, oh, I like this song, but I'm not sure if it's going to be like a massive, massive hit?
Sometimes, yeah, on the day, but the next morning, I'll play it, and if it's a vibe. So like yesterday, we were working with Buju, and I was like, yeah, the vibe is sick. But then I woke up today playing, I was like, damn,
I don't like this.
nah, we got one. It was a
Oh,
banger.
that's what you felt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine if it was that.
Oh wow,
Okay.
you're digging it.
No, it wasn't. I didn't hear you properly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, but
Okay,
Buju's been killing it lately.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
dropping
yeah,
really
he has
fire
been.
jams.
He's on one of the biggest songs right now with Poe. So wait, are you trying to say that every time you have like a studio session with an artist, by the time you're done, you're like, that's a banger?
Sometimes, not every time. Sometimes, but I have a lot of sessions that are wasted. That it's not good. They'll just never come off my computer.
Which song surprised you? Which song became like a massive, massive, massive hit that you were like, I didn't know it was gonna be this big?
Oh wow, the song surprised me. You might not know, it's a song called Shaka. A song called Man Down by Shaka.
Okay.
You might not know that song.
Oh, after the interview.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just say, okay, I'm an artist. I come to you for like a beat and everything, and we work on the song together, and I love it, and you hate it. What happens then?
Can't come out.
Really?
Can't come out.
So you
It can't come out.
so you
You
won't
can't
let it
put your
come
name on
out?
that.
I can't put my name on it. That's only happened once, and I took my tag off the song because
What?
the artist is close. Like it's my guy, so it's just like I don't like the song. Okay, you can put it out, but my tag's not on it.
Wasn't
What
that
if-
an issue though?
No, I just if I don't like it and you like it and we disagree, I can't put my name on it. And then when it comes out and it doesn't do well, I'm like, told you.
Told you so. Okay, what if it's a let me pick my words carefully now. What if it's a complicated artist like Burner or something, and he's like, oh, this is sick, this is dope, I really want to release this tomorrow, and you're like, this is horrible.
Can't come out.
Are you serious?
Seriously,
This is interesting.
can't come out. 'Cause
This
it's
is
gonna have my
interesting.
name on it. You can take your vote and get it reproduced, but it can't.
But you
come
won't give them the beat.
No, not with my name. Like
Have you ever been in a situation where that caused like trouble?
it never causes trouble. It's just, like people get offended for like a second, but it's like I don't have faith in it. You have faith in it. This is my side of it as well. So it's like an artist won't let you put out a song that they
Yeah.
don't think they sound good on.
You sound like you're a bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah, a bit.
Your friend is like, hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me put another scenario there. Okay, you have like this song that we just played now,
Yeah.
a Dimension. Let's just say, okay, you had all these artists. I imagine they don't come into the studio at the same time, but let's just say they did, and you feel like Skepta didn't deliver. Would you tell him to do it again?
Yes, 100%.
You would.
100%. Yeah.
You're harsh. Oh, but harsh in a good way, I guess.
We have like, I'd rather if I did something and it was bad, you told me, then let it come out and then tell me like I thought it wasn't that good. That will hurt my soul. Why didn't you just say? Could've saved me the
Really?
embarrassment or say like.
So you don't mind if somebody actually says to you,
Oh
that's
no, I
not it?
prefer that you tell
Okay.
me, yo, Jay, this is not it.
Oh, that's actually very interesting because I've heard of like one or two situations where somebody like jumps on a song and it's not it, and nobody really wants to tell them that it's not it,
Nah, you
and
gotta
then they
tell.
just kind of not say anything, and the song comes out.
Nah, you gotta tell. I delete your vocals. Like I've done it.
Oh my
That's too
gosh.
much.
I'm being serious. I've deleted numerous.
Are we calling like JAE5? Can you send me the song, please? I deleted your vocals. I'm like,
Yeah, I deleted
wow.
your verse. Like
No,
Yeah.
you know what though? I respect that because you hear some songs and you're like, no, but who let this happen?
ah,
Do your friends not warn you?
like yeah.
So I
seriously.
think that's respectable.
That,
Okay.
especially when the artist is talented and they do something. I'm like, where was your manager? Like,
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
Remember, I don't want to mention her name and get into trouble now, but remember when Toolz and Nadine did music?
Oh,
And then just a few weeks ago, she was like, "Oh, you guys really let me do music." I mean, it was one of those. You know when somebody asked you and you're like, "Yeah, okay." So what if like I played you something and you didn't like it, you'd actually say that's horrible.
I wouldn't say that's if I don't know yet. I wouldn't say that's horrible, but I'll tell you that it's not for me.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna be rude about it. I just say I don't.
You
like
need to
that.
teach me that because I really have a problem. Like somebody will play something. You know what I hate? When somebody's playing something to you for you and they're looking at you dead in
Oh
the
my
eye.
gosh.
Pressure.
And
You
in
have to
my
like bob
face,
your head.
So my face is I feel like I can act, but then people always say to me, we can read,
can read
you
it,
know.
yeah.
So in my head I'm like, oh, and they're like, you hate it. I'm like, is that what my face is showing? It's nice. It's okay.
Your voice
So I
goes
need
high
to,
pitched.
you
I mean,
know.
it's okay.
All right, so are there any let's start off with, Nigerian artists. Are there any Nigerian artists that you hope to work with while you're here?
Ones that I haven't worked with.
Yeah.
Bella Shmurda,
Oh yes. Let's make
Thames,
that happen.
Naira Marley. There's a few. Every time they ask me a question, I forget all the names, but I have a list of
Okay.
artists that I'm trying to haven't worked up Omale yet. Omale.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, both of you are producers, so that would be interesting.
Yeah, I want to vibe with Omale.
Okay.
Fireboy. Yeah, there's a few.
All right. What about? I mean, you are from Ghana originally, so what about Ghanaian artists? I was in Ghana like 2 weeks ago, so probably a bit more up to date than you, even though you are Ghanaian.
No, I'm up to date. I'm pretty up to date.
Okay.
But Ghanaian artist King Promise is the one for me, man.
Okay.
That's the guy that I'm backing. I'm like.
And then one of our faves, Jackie.
Yes.
Yeah, Jackie's pretty dope actually.
Yeah.
Quite nice. All right. Okay. So we need to actually get another song on. We're back in just a few minutes. If you have any questions for J5, like if you want to know how much he charges, is it
It's cheap.
4 figures, 5 figures, 2 figures?
5 figures.
2 figures.
5
Yeah, 5 figures.
5 what?
5 figures.
In naira or
Pounds.
what?
Is that a lot?
I mean, look at his bling. Of course, it's not a lot to you. This is me thinking, oh, maybe we can. That rules out like a lot of people. If I'm paying you 5 figures, if the song comes out and I'm not like in the top 5, I'm gonna gather all my friends. Huh? That's nice. But if the song is not like one of the most streamed, me and my friends, we're gonna come to your house, strip naked, and curse you.
That might not be my fault though.
But you're a perfectionist, so you need to make sure that everything that's on that track is like, like A star. Yeah. All right, then if you have any questions for J5, man, maybe you can ask him for a discount. I don't know. Do you have payment plans?
You should have that though.
You should have a payment plan.
We'll be looking into it.
Yeah, okay. I know a few people. We can do payment plan. Yeah. Do you accept Naira?
Yeah, nah, I don't think.
In our very own
I've
United
been hearing it's
African
been
Republic,
shaky.
he's saying he doesn't accept Naira.
Yeah, it's been up and down since I've been here. They've been telling me, what's it? £1 is like 700 or something.
Don't say it.
It's actually mad. All right, keep it up. We've got more questions for J5. We've got the BBC Minute News coming up right now. Then we've got Did You See by Jhus straight after. Keep it locked. Hey there. It's 9.9 FM. Produced by the very talented J5. He is still in the building with us. If you want to change that, by the way, I don't mind doing that for you.
Let me hear audition.
Okay, just say J5.
It was close. It was close.
It was. I mean, you didn't give me directions, so I didn't really. That was.
You gotta show me, innit?
Okay, we'll talk about this later. Anyways, all right, so he was just breaking down some things for us, like off air. He was actually saying, because we thought he was balling, because I was about to be like, oh, let me just write down something and be like, please, can you help me with this? But apparently, he doesn't get paid if the artist doesn't use the song. So a lot of people here are used to, working with producers like, per session, is in paying per session. So apparently, for J5, he can work with an artist maybe 4 or 5 sessions, and if the artist still decides not to use the song, he doesn't get paid. So you kind of need to figure out what kind of works best for you, because obviously that way you can literally spend like a lot of man hours working on a song and it doesn't come out, and you don't get paid. Or you can just do your same old studio sessions and have like I wouldn't say minimum, but not like a massive fee. So figure out what works for you. All right, so can you give us tips for up and coming producers?
Tips for up and coming producers.
Yeah, I think more like of the business side.
On the business side,
yeah.
Okay. Always have lawyers. Also, always know what your contribution gets you. Know that you're entitled to publishing. If you don't know, publishing is when they play your song on radio. I don't know about Nigeria, but when they play a song on radio,
there's co-song.
You get paid. So always have your publishing. Always know your royalties. A lot of producers coming up will take, I don't know, a bit of money and let the artist own all the royalties, all the rights, and never see a penny from the song again. That's probably the worst thing you can do as a producer. Your having your royalties and your publishing is what your kids will benefit from. So yeah, just know what you're giving away when you take money in a session up front, because it's upfront money is never as good as what you get on the back end.
Yeah. So would you advise, I mean, like you said, things are a bit different here. So would you advise like listeners, as up and coming producers, to maybe, can you do like a sort of, 50-50 kind of thing? Because I'm thinking, okay, if I'm like an up and coming producer now and I get the chance to work with a massive artist, am I really gonna, have the confidence to say, okay, I need you to sign this, sign that,
it's not even like you need them to sign that in the room, but before a song comes out, or whilst the song's coming out, you need to know it's a negotiation. So some people do actually have what we call kill fee. So I'll do the session, and if you don't use the song, you owe me £200 or whatever. Some people have that. I don't. I just work. But when a song's coming out, when it's about to be released, it's good to negotiate then. And it's very easy to find out the standard, the normal. If I make a song for someone, I know I'm getting 50% publishing if I produced it. But then on royalties, depending on if they're signed and there's other things, that's where your lawyer comes in.
Okay.
And they'll negotiate what royalties you should get. So yeah, like spend some money on a lawyer for the first 2 or 3 to know what the norm is, and then you can kind of work it out from there.
Have you ever had like one of your beats stolen?
No, I've had things reproduced. So that's like stolen, like you've made it, and they've remade it.
Yeah.
I've had people send me something and say, yo, can you touch up, do it, touch up. I've touched it up. They said, oh, we're not using yours. Then you've heard a version that sounds so close to yours.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I've had it.
So what do you do? What do you do in a situation like that?
I believe in myself, like drastically. So I just think it's a bridge burn. I'll never touch your thing again. Cool.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? That's how I see it.
Okay. All right. So we've talked about the artists that you want to work with here. What about artists like on a global level? Who would be your dream artist to work with?
Bruno Mars.
Oh.
That's my favorite artist.
So talented.
Yeah.
He's very, very talented.
That's my favorite.
What's your favorite
artist.
Bruno Mars song?
24 Karat.
Magic.
Or Chunky. I just like that whole 24 Karat album.
Yeah.
That whole album. Repeat. I still play it up to now.
Do you have a certain like genre of artists that you like working with more than, you know?
No, I just like people that vibe in a room. It's nice to be in a room, and when you're making a beat, somebody's giving you melodies and it's responsive. Sometimes you're working with an artist and they're sitting there blinking at you. You don't know if what you're doing is good or not. And they might be writing, they might actually be fine, but they're just sitting there, just looking at it. I'm like, does this work or not? We've been here for 3 hours.
Maybe that's like, okay, if I understand what's going on there, because sometimes I can be at a concert and I am like feeling it and I'm just standing still. Like I feel like I don't want to miss anything, so I'll just stand still and I'm just absorbing everything.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at me, you're like, oh, she looks bored, but I'm just like, oh, yes, amazing. I don't want to blink and miss anything. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe they're just listening like, oh, this beat is amazing. Maybe.
Who do you have the most fun with?
Oh yeah, go on.
Artist wise.
Yeah, working in the studio.
Huss, Burner, Sam Smith, vibes. There's people that are vibely. There's like some people you just play a hi-hat. You can just do tap tap tap. They'll sing something for you. They'll give. I can feed off that energy. Like I like that a lot. So people that are like that.
Have you worked with One Day Pro before?
No, I'm gonna work with him though.
Oh my gosh, that actually would be very sick. Like One Day is so talented. So I think that would be, you know, quite sick. So if Bruno Mars was like, let's just pretend we're in the studio and everything, Bruno Mars is here, what would you actually put together for him? Would it be something upbeat? Would it be something a bit slow?
I think it'd be slow, not upbeat. It'd be around the 24 Karat vibe, that funk, bass line, just that music, that feel good music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which decade of music would you say is your favorite? Because you mentioned funk, of course that's like, you know, like 70s and everything.
I can't answer that question. I listen to music from everywhere, like, and it's different. If you ask me that next week, it'll change. My answer will change.
Really?
So yeah.
So what would you say is the weirdest or strangest song that's on your playlist?
It's the strangest song on my playlist. It might be like Pendulum drum and bass song.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I remember asking somebody who is a producer, I'm not going to mention the name, and I listen to everything. I listen to, you know, I can like listen to Queen, I can listen to, you know, Motown, everything. And I was telling him about Queen, and I was like, oh my gosh, Bohemian Rhapsody is like the best song ever. And he's like, I've never heard of it. And I'm like, what? He said, what? I was like, that song is like, it's like 4 or 5 songs in one. And I was like, how could you not know about Queen? Anyways, all right, we need to wrap up soon. Nadine, do you have any other questions?
No. So I don't know when we're going to get the song with Buju.
I don't know, but we're gonna wrap it up soon. Soon though, it'll be this year.
What else are we getting?
One Day
What's
Cole.
happening 2021? What are we getting from you?
One Day Cole.
What are you getting from
That
me?
one I'm really looking forward to.
I am
One Day Cole's
president of
talent.
One Day Cole's fan club. I'm
And I feel
paid.
like everything he touches is gold. Like there's no song, there's no remix he's done that is just kind of like, everything he touches is fantastic.
I'm a fan of One Day.
Yeah.
So what are we getting from you this year?
I can't give too much. I just say more music. That's all. I don't have anything that's solid that I can just say, yeah, it's coming next week, or just got a lot of half-done ideas.
Do you do like you know how some people that have been in the industry for a second, they'll do like master classes and everything.
Yeah.
Have you done that or?
I've not had the time to. I used to teach music production, but I've not had the time to do it. Now it's just been busy, but
Making those pounds.
Trying.
I get.
I've also been seeing people like message you and be like, "Oh, work with this artist, work with that artist." Are you going through that and being like, "Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
I'll
how
try
we
this?"
linked. That's how we linked up with Buju.
Okay.
Like, so my manager told me about Buju when we was in London, and when we got here, he was like Buju. I was like, okay, cool. And then I was just asking the driver, who's the hardest artist? He's like Buju. I was like, I'm hearing this name a lot. Went on Twitter, I saw Buju. I was like, okay, cool. You need to go and check this guy. And I was playing, I was like, oh damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we have just a few minutes left of the show. Are you going to Ghana after this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You need to meet Jackie.
And then
She's
I'll
really
meet her.
good. I'll play one of her songs for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this song is like, it was a massive song when it dropped. It's still one of my favorite songs. Were you in the video or location?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
That it looked like you guys were just having a massive party.
It was Murky Fest. It was literally just a festival, and then the camera was going around.
I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, oh gosh, I wish I was there. It was so much fun. But thank you so much for stopping by, JAE5. Best of luck with everything. If you need assistance in production studio, you know, I mean, I can't really sing.
I was about to say, what are you gonna do?
You know, I can beatbox.
That can work. That can work.
Just one tone.
That's fine. Timbaland did it for a while. He beatboxed.
And what's his name?
rhythms.
Flow Rider. He flows on the same.
That's true.
He flows on the same thing. And look at him. He's made a lot of money. So I just need good management. I just need like a good artist manager, and I'll make it. All right, then. This is Dave featuring Burna Boy, produced by JAE5. Location.